The headquarters of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, where we house the Child Exploitation and Computer Crimes Unit. Fun fact, the Georgia Internet Crimes Against Children's Task Force is hosted by the GBI's Child Exploitation and Computer Crimes Unit. Fun fact, we have almost 300 local law enforcement agencies that partner with us to make this great task force. Fun fact, last year in 2025, we received 61,000 cyber tips from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So, we have many dedicated law enforcement personnel that are highly trained, highly motivated to go after these offenders of our children, but we need your help. We can't do this alone. The internet is a wonderful tool. We just need everyone to band together and learn and teach how to use it safely. So I want some of my crew here to give us all some tips to take care of our children.
One of the main reasons we as parents give our children electronic devices, specifically cell phones, is to give them an avenue of communication with us so that we can keep them safe. But what we don't often realize, by giving them these devices unmonitored and with access to all these different apps out there, we're allowing the predators to come into their homes at night and during the day. One of the main trends that we're currently dealing with is financial sextortion. While this trend targets both males and females, they specifically target males between the ages of 10 and 17. So for example, these individuals will get a friend request or a follow request from a really cute girl that wants to chat with them. Very quickly, that chat will turn sexual in nature, and that individual starts to begin to ask for nude or inappropriate photos. The child will then send in inappropriate photos, and almost immediately that chat conversation will turn to extortion, where they are asking those children for money. This can cause severe emotional distress to these kids, who often won't come and tell their parents what's going on because they're afraid of the repercussions of being on these apps or being online. That's why we want to come to you today with some different internet safety tips to hopefully help you guys keep these children safe, because at the end of the day, we know that we can't do it alone.
One of the tips we want to offer is that very simple way to keep your kids' devices safe at night is to not allow them to be charged in your kids' rooms and to ensure that the devices only remain in public spaces of the house while you all are all awake.
We also ask parents to be mindful of allowing children to have a cell phone or a tablet in the restroom. We often see that when children go into the bathroom with their phones, they will take photos of themselves in the shower or in other stage of undress and send those to people online. So make sure your children do not take phones or devices into the bathroom.
Teach your children healthy digital habits, such as setting expectations and rules ahead of time, like screen time limits, and also not communicating with strangers online.
I'd like to encourage parents to utilize parental control tools or parental control applications. Apple and Android devices come with built-in technology and built-in software that help families stay safe online. These tools can allow parents to monitor their children's activities. They can restrict screen times, they can restrict specific apps, and there's also paid tools that parents can invest in where parents can monitor their children's locations and also monitor their children's activities through the use of family-friendly AI.
It's dangerous for your children to have an online presence, so be extra aware and alerted of all the apps downloaded on their devices, especially apps that allow interaction with online strangers.
Parents, keep your kids off of social media for as long as possible, but once they join social media, know what apps they're using, their passwords, and who they're communicating with.
Parents should familiarize themselves with the games their children like to play. Have a family game night or download these games yourself.
If your kids have access to online games through any kind of consoles, their phone or tablet, make sure you know which games it is that they're playing and who they're talking to. If they're friends, of course that's good to keep going, but make sure they stay away from strangers.
The most important thing we tell parents when we're working these ICAC-related crimes is these predators rely on secrecy. So having an open line of communication with your kids is extremely important with this. Also, it's not a bad idea to know your kids' passcodes to their phones and devices. Then you can perform periodic checks to ensure they're not talking to strangers online.
Make sure you're having these conversations with your kids at an early age, so if they do encounter problems online, they feel comfortable coming to you and telling you about them.
Thank you for taking the time to learn about some internet safety tips that will hopefully protect our children. If you find yourself in a situation where your child has been victimized, please contact your local law enforcement agency. Hopefully, they're a member and a partner with us on the Georgia Internet Crimes Against Children's Task Force. But if they're not, make sure they become one. You also can report this to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.